Good morning. Alright, so here's our load. Spectacular. Just another load of pipe. Got my brand new strap there sticking out. Just got done tightening it up, checking my lights. Gotta check the front real quick. Alright, so that's all done. Man, I'm ready for this warm weather to come. I'm getting tired of this cold. Yesterday it was snowing like crazy. I kept losing the radar, which I still haven't gotten the cruise control fixed so that when the radar kicks out, I can reset the cruise control so that it works. I know a lot of people have problems with that radar, but aside of that part with the cruise control, I really don't mind it. As far as like construction areas, I use it as a lazy tool. Instead of resetting my speed or whatever, as long as the car in front of me or vehicle in front of me is doing the right speed, I'll let the radar control my vehicle speed-wise and bring me down to 55, and then when we get out of the construction zone or whatever the speed is, it'll automatically take itself back up. That I like knowing how fast the vehicles are going in front of me, how far in feet wise. It helps me keep that gauge in my mind of the distance that they are. But anyway, I need to get that fixed. It's just a feature of the way this truck was set up. I went to have it fixed one time and they had lost connection with Detroit in the computer system. They had lost connection, so they couldn't verify what specs were supposed to be there. I haven't gotten around to doing it again. I got to get that done, and then this truck came with a Run Smart Predictive Cruise, which is retarded. It basically is supposed to, within the mapping system, it knows where the inclines are. It's basically that it knows where the inclines are. So before I approach the hill or the mountain, it'll automatically start increasing speed by, I think, 3 to 5% it's supposed to do. I believe that's the percentage that it's supposed to increase. The problem with it is it doesn't recognize when you're coming down a mountain. So if you're already coming down, you're already above that 3 to 5%. So let's say you're doing, let's say 65. You're already doing 70 miles an hour coming down the mountain. And then before you even get to the bottom of the mountain, you're going to be going right back up another one. So you're coming down one, going up another. You're already coming down at 70. Before you get to the bottom, it starts to increase 3 to 5%. So now you're at the bottom at 70, and now it's going up to 75 to start climbing up the next part. Now you're at 10 miles an hour above the speed limit, and I can't stand that. I think it burns way more fuel than I really need it to. So I'm not going to remove it from the truck. I'm going to leave it as part of the truck, but I'm going to basically I'm going to pull the plug on it so it doesn't work anymore. Get it deactivated or whatever the hell I need to do. I don't know if it's electronic or if it's not electronic. I don't know if it has to be deactivated through the computer or if it has to be deactivated by by simply pulling a fuse. I always forget to check on it. So that's the
You have
morning
8
so
hours
far.
and 0 minutes of remaining drive time.
Stayed here a little bit longer than I wanted to, than I planned on. Not by much. Just didn't want to wake up again to the alarm clock. I gotta get back in the groove of getting up in the morning. At home, I just slept until 8, 9 o'clock, depending on the night I had. So that's it. We're gonna get heading down the road.
Holding on to this, holding on. I know I'm holding on to this, holding on.
Right, so we're in Austinburg, Ohio, which seems to be my cheapest place for fuel. Let's show this guys real quick. Show you guys this real quick. So unplugged it there and let it hang down. That one I think is working fine. And then I just went up through the wire so it's not hanging down and hooked it up there. My other one I put right here. I just wrapped the bungee cord around it so it doesn't fall anywhere. I think this is where my problem is, somewhere here in the wires. Is when I give it a little shake, the lights kick in and out. But if I need to, I'm just going to replace the whole thing. Let's just get it done and over with.
Don't let me repeat it. Don't let me repeat it.
All right, we're on a 30-minute break.
You have 1 hour and 59 minutes of remaining drive time.
Not a bad morning so far. Well, half of the day so far, however you want to word that. Went 333 miles so far. I got all this traffic. I don't know what's going on over here on the highway, but all 3 lanes, they're steadily moving, but it's all crap. It's moving about 5 miles an hour. No, about 30 miles an hour. It's moving decent. It's just Annoying. So I figured, what the hell, I'll stop for my 30-minute break. I'm going to go another 3 hours up the road. It'll stop me about 6 o'clock. I got, oh geez, let's see, another 58 miles from there. That's going to be the Flying J. I'll stop there for dinner. And after dinner, I'll either decide to roll on, get in a little closer, or just call it a night there. I called about a load 9 o'clock this morning. 4 hours later, I called about it again, said he'd call me back. It's been almost 2 hours again now, so I'm going to call and say, do I have this load or not? And figure that out. That load, if I can get it, is going to be picking up 106 miles south of me in Elkhart, Indiana, and going to New York Mills, New York, which is back over by Utica, New York. Which, if I can get that picked up tomorrow, I'll be able to get it off by Friday afternoon rather, and go back home. And if it comes down to that, then I'll have the payroll put it onto my fuel card so I can have the money for the weekend. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to check on this load real quick, go use the facilities, take a little walk, and take off in 30 minutes. Traffic was about 30 minutes later and it's all gone.
Friends have changed, but so can you. So can you. For too long about the mistakes, while I resent, I learned to hate. Forgot your names. Fear the struggle to follow on. Need to focus to prove you're wrong. I'm not wrong. I know I'm holding on to this. Holding on. I know I'm holding on to this. Holding on. Don't let me repeat it. Don't let me repeat it.
All right, we are done for the day. I tried being lazy. I tried pulling into this parking spot, and I was off by about a foot. My trailer didn't clear, and the truck to the right of me, I circled around and backed into the hole. But the truck to the right of me, I ended up smacking my mirror right on his little reefer light. He's cool about it, and just zip tied it back up for him and made it nice and tight. Cut off the tabs. So anyway, it's hailing out. I don't I don't like this shit. But in finishing up for the night here, I could push on a little further. There's another Pilot just up the road.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
It's a really tiny Pilot. I've been there a couple times. The showers really suck, and I want to take a shower tonight. I'm actually going to get ready to go in, grab something to eat. I'll come back out, grab my clothes, go back in, take a shower. And then I got 58 miles from here to go. So 58 miles over there, deliver, and then I have 168 miles to my next pickup. I didn't get the load that I was going to deliver Friday over by Utica. The next load I'm getting is, I think the last time I came up here and picked up this load, delivered this load of pipe up here, was to a few weeks ago. That was just before my light went on. Let's see, Henrietta, Cincinnati, Sherrill, Cleveland, Syracuse, Billerica, Traverse City, Michigan was the last time I hauled this load. Same company I'm delivering to, Aetna Supply. Yeah, Archbold, Ohio is it's the same load that I picked up after I delivered the same load. Just different towns that I'm delivering to. So I'm going there tomorrow, picking up. It's Archbold, Ohio. It's the, if you remember, it was the yellow boom lifts. I'm guessing, if I remember correctly, those booms were pretty big. They covered a good size of the trailer. A good portion of the trailer. And I'm supposed to be I got to be getting 3 this time. I have 3 different stops. 1 is in New York, 2 is in Maine. I'll be delivering the first one on Friday. Going home, I'll be home for 34-hour break, Friday night, Saturday, and then Sunday morning. And probably late Sunday morning, I'll head out. It's 426 miles to the first stop in Biddeford, Maine. And then it's another 224 miles to Millinocket, Maine, if I'm saying that right. And then I gotta find something from there. Take away the 58 miles. I think I'm looking at around 234 a mile, all miles. I believe that's how much it was. I know it paid like $260 or $270 per loaded mile. Either way, it pays pretty good. $2,900 and change. That'll set me, let's see, from Tuesday morning to Monday night. That'll be a total of $4,100 for the week, gross, on 2 loads. And I pretty much didn't work Tuesday. I left Tuesday late afternoon, like about 4 o'clock I left the truck stop. No, about 3:30 I left the truck stop. So, what is that? 4 days? Monday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Basically 4 days of driving. And Friday's not going to be much of anything either. Friday's pretty much just going to be delivering to the first stop in New York. I'm thinking about 100 miles. I'll be about 100 miles out from the first stop, which I don't think I'll be quite that far, but just giving myself a little leeway. About 100 miles out from the first stop, and then from the first stop to the house is 111 miles. So maybe 4 hours of driving on Monday, or on Friday rather. So that's it. We'll get back to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe.